on. Hi everyone. You have Karen here announcing you on CC West Invitational here at Cornerstone Aquatics in West Hartford, and the kids are just finishing their warm-up. Unfortunately, I don't have a list of teams, and I'm going to try to do my best here. And we have Berlin and Newington and Farmington and Hall of West Hartford and Conard of West Hartford and who am I missing? I said Newington, and there is another team here, and I'm not quite sure what the initials are for, but it is GBKSD. Debbie Granby? I'm not so sure. I will get back to you on that answer. But those are the teams we are meeting with today. And it will be a regular format of our meet with extra heats. And I believe there is no diving, as that has already occurred. So you may look online for the diving scores. But we also have Southington here. And Farmington, I think I mentioned them already. And our timers are getting ready. To many kids, this is a very important meet, as could be their last meet. They're trying to qualify for states. So we're hoping to see some great times today. And our timers are getting in place. And we will have 3 heats of our first event. Our first event is going to be the 200-yard medley relay. And in lane 1 will be Berlin, which is Eva C, Daphne S, Cecilin B, and Adriana C. In lane 2 will be Newington C, Lauren V, Gabby W, Sydney B, and Anna B. And in lane 3 will be Newington, Jody H, Colleen W, Thea W, and Amelia M. Now pause for a minute because you're going to be hearing some cheers. This is the hall swimmers. We thank all our viewers for watching our swimming and supporting us, and our CC West Southington swimmers. And that's a Newington.
Thank you very much for the session. Right before we start the national anthem, the festival is down and waiting to the Varsity School.
Okay, now we're at the national anthem. Okay, and like I was saying, so the first event here we got are the number one is a 200-yard medley relay, and I've already explained. In Berlin is in lane 1 with Eva C, Daphne S, Celine B, and Adriana C. In lane 2 is Newington C relay, Lauren V, Gabby W, Sydney B, Anna B. And 3 is Newington B relay, Jody H, Colleen W, Thea D, and Amelia M. And lane 4 is Farmington D relay, Alexandra K, Ray K, Catherine S, Gabby R. Lane 5 is Hall D relay, Jessica V, Julie L, Ka S, and Yaren K. And lane 6 is Conard D relay, Quinn M, Daisy B, Lake P, and Avery R. And in lane 7 is GBKSD's D relay, Jenna P, Mina S, Bogna P, and Bella C. Lane 8 is GBKSD E relay, Alex L, Amelia D, Lauren S, and Gersha E. I have no idea who that is. GB?
Which one? Connor?
This one.
Oh. I don't know.
I don't know. I've looked around. I don't see 1, 2 missing.
On deck? Not on deck. What's it called? Not on deck.
It's not on the,
Not deck pass.
no. Meet Mobile.
Meet Mobile.
So viewers at home, we're just about ready to start the meet. We finished the national anthem, and again, this is heat 1 of 3, event 1, the girls 200-yard medley relay. And I apologize to the viewers at home. I am not certain what the GBKSD stands for, but we will find out.
Yes, we will. And now these heats go from slowest to fastest or fastest to slowest in the championship meet?
This is slowest to fastest.
Slowest to fastest.
But that doesn't mean.
No, it doesn't mean much of anything.
Right.
But I know the championship rules are different than regular.
Yes.
So many details.
There's lots of details. another backstroke in the medley relay, and not far behind her is Farmington Alexandra K. This is ending our backstroke, and going in the water for breaststroke for Hall is Julie L. Not far behind her is Ray K. for Farmington. Lane 3 in breaststroke is Colleen W. Lane 2 for breaststroke is Gabby W. Lane 1 is Daphne S. And lane 8 is Amelia D. And then lane 7 is Mina S. And for Conard, lane 6 is Daisy B. And after the breaststroke, it looks like lane 5 is still in the lead here by a little bit, but coming on strong is lane 4 is Farmington. Diving in for Hall for butterfly is Kaj S. And also for Farmington is Catherine S. Lane 3 for Newington is Thea D. Sydney B just jumped in the water for Newington. And in lane 1 for Berlin is Sealand B. Conard has Lake P in the water for Fly. Bogna P for GBKSD in lane 7. And Lauren is swimming in lane 8 for GBKSD. Swim and dive. And now finishing strong is lane 4 for Farmington is Gabriella Ram. And coming in on lane 5 for Hall is Yaren K. And in lane 3, kicking in hard is Amelia M. Also trying to outswim each other is lane 6 and 7, and that's Avery R for Conard and Bella C for GBKSD. And the winner of our race, heat 1 of 3, is lane 4, Farmington. Second place was lane 3, Newington. Third place was Hall in lane 5. Fourth place was Conard in lane 6, and fifth place was GBKSD for lane 7. Yep, ask her what it is. So that brings us to heat 2 of 3, and in lane 1 is Berlin. In lane 2 is Hall, C relay. Lane 3 is Hall, B relay. Lane 4 is Berlin, A relay. Lane 5 is GBKSD, B relay. Lane 6 is Conard C relay. Lane 7 is Farmington E relay. And lane 8 again is GBKSD C relay. In the water right now for backstroke. Lane 1 is Laura. Lane 2 is Kate Harker. Lane 3 is Fiona. Lane 4 is Jenna B. Lane 5 is Regan S. Lane 6 is Conard Denitza B. Lane 7 Farmington Adriana G. And lane 8 is Tori H.
So we think that the GBKSD is Southington.
Okay.
The only one that's missing.
That's what I thought too.
Okay, good.
So GBKSD is Southington is our conclusion. Unofficial.
Right.
Unofficial.
Unofficial.
So right now, leading the way is lane 4 for Berlin, and that was Jenna touching, and in the water is now Paige.
It's a three-way tie.
And in lane 3 in the water is Alyssa. Lane 2 in the water is Dara. Lane 1 swimming breaststroke is Abby. Coming on strong and for Conard is Kelly. Lane 6 for Southington is Sadie. And lane 7 for Farmington is Ashita. And lane 8 for Southington is Julianne. And right now, after the breaststroke, it's a very, very tight race between lane 3, 4, and 5. And 6 and 2 is not far behind. And now for our flyers in the water, in lane 1 is Addison, and lane 2 is Gabby. Lane 3 is Lexi D for Hall. Lane 4 is Molly S for Berlin. Lane 5 is Sarah F. Lane 6 is Maggie M. Lane 7 is Mackenzie C. And lane 8 for Southington is Antonia G. And touching in first place after the fly is lane 4. Diving in to finish it is Bailey B. Close behind her in lane 3 is Katie C for Hall. W. Lane 1 is Emma N for Berlin. Lane 7 is Jessica J for Farmington, and lane 8 for Southington is Sam S. And the finish in first place was lane 4, Berlin A relay. And in second place was Hall. Lane 3 is our B relay. And in third place was lane 7, Farmington. In fourth place is lane 5, Southington B relay. And in fifth place is lane 6, and that is Conard C relay. And that brings us on to the final heat of this race, 3 out of 3.
And in lane 1 will be Farmington, Hannah S. Lane 2, no, I'm good, is Irene C. I mean, in second is Irene C. Third will be Abigail B. And third will be Sophia Lee, L. In lane 2, Southington, Emma J. Followed by Thai Tran. Followed by Kyra N. Followed by Alexis S. Lane 3 is Farmington. Jane R. Alexandra U. Gabby W. and Julia W. Lane 4 is Paul. Mindy Z. Megan T. Molly N. and Ziggy E. Lane 5 is Conard. Aspen R. Tess S. Ella S. and Sophia L. Lane 6 is Conard, Claire D, Sophia P, Rachel M, and Cecilia W. Lane 7 is Newington, Julia R, Aaron A, Stacy S, and Christine M. Lane 8, Farmington, Allison R, Catherine N, Gabrielle M, and Gabby U. Looks like it's very tight between Paul and Conard.
And now in lane 3.
And in lane 3 is Farmington. Ooh, Farmington looks like it has the lead there.
Now it's very tight. All 3 of them.
Look out, it's coming right down to the wire. Looks like 3, 4, 5 going into the last leg. That would be Julia W. for Farmington, Ziggy E. for Paul, and Sophia L. for Conard. And in first place is lane 4, Paul, followed by lane 3, Farmington, and lane 5, Conard. And I believe that this is now being shown up on the scoreboard
screen.
is up on the screen, so we won't go too much. Next up will be the 200 freestyle.
The girls 200 free. And there's 3 heats of this as well. This is heat 2. And in lane 3 is Jody H for Newington. And in lane 4 is Jenna B for Berlin. In lane 5 is Catherine S for Farmington. And in lane 6 is Sarah S for Newington. Again, the women 200-yard freestyle, 8 laps. And this is heat 1 of 3. You do that and I'll do that. You do this that way. That way you can watch your kid.
Okay.
It's an exciting meet here today. I think the kids are pretty revved up.
Yeah, I hope everyone can hear us because there's a lot more kids on deck today, a lot more cheering.
Yeah, and that's why, unfortunately, the parents aren't here with us cheering them on. But we got a lot of tech suits, which I know helps these kids swim faster because I've seen it firsthand.
And it's still possible for them to make cuts for states.
Yes, so today is the last day to make the cuts for states because the next meet is state trials. So we just hope everyone comes out with some personal best times here and a fun day.
Absolutely.
And at the 100 mark here, in the lead is lane 3 with a split of 112.95. And that is our swimmer from Newington, and that is Jody H. And kicking hard, coming up strong is lane 4 and 5. Lane 4 is Jenna B. from Berlin, and lane 5 is Catherine S. from Farmington. And hitting the wall at her turn right now is Sarah S. from Newington in lane 6. And they're all approaching the 150 mark, and that means they have 2 laps to go. This is an interesting race, Neil. It's not quite a sprint, would you say? With all your swimming expertise,
It's
swim dad?
it's not quite as what?
A sprint.
Oh, no, it's not. You got to find that steady pace, right?
What I have found with
And then stick with it.
Yes, and what I have found with my college swimmers, there are distance kids who do the 200, and also there are freestyle sprinters that do the 200. So
Right.
it's one of those events that you could be a sprinter or you could be a distant guru.
Wow.
So I know kids that swim the mile and then they come back and they swim the 200, and I think that would be a sprint. So
That is
winning in the first heat, go ahead, Neil.
Okay, so the next heat is...
Well, first place was lane 3.
Oh,
And that was for Newington, and that was Jody, and second place was Jenna, and third place was Catherine of Farmington, and fourth was Sarah Newington. And that brings us to heat 2 of 2.
right.
Two of 3, excuse me.
Right. So lane 1 is Southington, Ruth A. Lane 2 is Newington, Avery A. Lane 3 is Conard, Emma O. Lane 4 is Hall, Bella G. Lane 5 is Newington, Sophia N. Lane 6 from Southington is Julia D. Lane 7 from Berlin is Olivia M. And lane 8 from Conard is Candace D.
Leading the way. She split a 28.9 in her first 50. Not far behind her is lane 3, which is Emma from Conard.
They're really cheering them on.
They are. All the kids are at the end of the pool. I'm sure you can see. Probably makes it hard for viewing. But the kids are cheering on their teammates strong. At the 100 mark, Bella's out in a 101.73 for Hall. And in lane 3 is Emma O for Conard. And I wish I knew the cuts so we could know what we're going for here. And some of these swimmers are going for double L's, and some of them are L's, and some may be M's or S.
Oh, right.
Because it depends what class you're in on what swim cut you need to get to go to states.
Right.
The 150 mark, Bella G from Hall still swimming strong at a time of 1:35.68. And if my calculations are correct, she's going to be smashing her best time at 2:14.40 that I'm reading on my paper here.
It looks like it.
And not far behind her is lane 3 is Emma O. Bella's coming in strong. She's going to be dropping a lot of time, and what a race. Woo! And the crowd goes crazy.
So she definitely beat her best time if that's correct.
Yeah, so best time on the paper, she beat it by 5 seconds, winning it at a 2:09.62. And in second place, for Conard was a 2:13.13, another best time according to our paper here. And then third place is Southington Julia D with a time of 2:17.41. Fourth place is 2:20.47. Lane 5 is Sophia and of Newington. And as you can see, fifth place is lane 1, 2:24.51. And if I'm correct, I think they're all personal bests, which is wonderful. That brings us to our final heat of 2 free. Erin H, Farmington lane 1, Liv S, Conard lane 2, Julia L, Southington lane 3, Jackie F, Hall lane 4, Miriam Y, Hall lane 5, Kate C, Farmington lane 6, Kendall N, Southington lane 7, Megan J, Conard lane 8. Heat 3 of 3 of the 200-yard free. Out strong. In the first 50, in the lead is Jackie Fox for Hall in lane 4, and close behind her is lane 5 and 6 and 3. And that is Julia L is lane 3 for Southington, 5 is Miriam Y for Hall, 6 is Kate C for Farmington. But again, this is a 200-yard freestyle, so they have 8 laps. You have to hold on to your pace.
That's right. If she can hold that pace, she'll do a best time for her, because I know it's, for my daughter Jackie F, it's just around 2:01 or so.
Yeah, her time on paper is 2:01.00, and she's out in a 58. So it's all a matter of holding her pace. But who's coming up strong is lane 2. It's Liv Sherry for Conard. Also, Miriam Y of lane 5 is not far behind lane 4. And also in lane 3 is Julia L of Southington. And these girls all have 2 laps to go. They just have to hold on to it for 2 laps.
We'll see. Very close.
It's going to be a very, very close race. Who's coming up very strong is lane 3. And she's going to... But Jackie still has an edge on her. Nice turn off the wall for Jackie Fox. Finishing, pushing it in. And I think she's going to be close to breaking her best time. And she's just right around her best time with a 2:01.36. Second place was lane 3 with Julia L for Southington, 2:03.25. Third place, Liv Sherry, which is a 2:04.53. Fourth place is lane 7, and that is our Kendall N. And in fifth place is Miriam Y for Hall, and they few best times there and a few times right on target. And here it brings us to event 3, 2 IM, and here is our meal.
Okay, so the first heat, there's no one in lane 1. In lane 2 from Conard is Amelia R. Lane 3 from Newington, Colleen W. Lane 4 from Berlin, Abby D. Lane 5 from Farmington, Ashita U from Farmington. Lane 6 from Conard, Lydiana N from Lydiana. And lane 7, Gabby W from Newington. Again, it's an IM.
We try our best.
That's right.
In front is lane 4.
So we go out with the fly, and then go to breast.
No, back.
Back. Fly, back, breast.
Viewers, you could laugh at Mr. Fox here, who's my commentator. He's been a swim dad probably as long as some of these girls can stand. And he doesn't even know the order of the IM.
I do not.
He does not have an IMer.
I do not.
Took me 3 girls to get an IMer.
So you know.
I know.
So which leg do you think is the hardest?
I think most IMers, not all, are strong in the breaststroke because the third leg can break or make your event. And I even know that from experience because back in the day, I was not a breaststroker. I was very strong in my linear strokes, my free and my back. And I was a strong flyer, but I sank in breaststroke. And I would lose the IM because of it.
There you have it.
So we can watch with this race here. Lane 4 is out strong. Not sure what these best strokes are here, but if you're a really good breaststroker, you can really pick up a lot of space in your breaststroke leg.
Right.
It looks like lane 5 is catching up a little bit in the breaststroke, and then you finish it with freestyle. So
Right.
really in this event, you just need to be versatile. You got to be good at all the strokes.
Right.
And sprint them all and see where you can take it.
But first and third stroke is where you're not going to be able to take as many breaths as you probably like to.
Yeah.
Whereas back and free, you can always have the option of taking a breath.
Yes, you can. So winning so far in our heat 1 of 3 would be lane 4. And that's our swimmer from Berlin, and that's Abby D. She's still out in front. And in second place,
Lane
not
5.
far behind her, is lane 5, Ashita U from Farmington.
Lane 3's coming on
And
strong.
lane 3 is very strong, Colleen W from Newington.
Looks like she's going to come in
Lane
second.
6 kicking it in real hard, Ladiana N. Gabby W from Newington is in lane 7, and in lane 2, finishing next, almost at the wall, is our Amelia R from Conard.
The next heat.
And then I'll do this one, yeah.
Okay, so heat 2. In lane 1 is Conard. Madeline M. Lane 2 from Southington. Mia K. Lane 3 from Berlin, Molly S. Lane 4 from Conard, Jane H. Lane 5 from Southington, Thai Tron, T. Lane 6 from Newington, Erin A. Lane 7 from Berlin, Paige K. And lane 8 from Newington, Thea D.
Heat 2 of 3 of the girls 200-yard IM. Again, fly, back, breast, free.
Right. Maybe by the end of the season I'll have it.
Oh, I think we're at the end of the season.
I need a t-shirt.
I'm gonna buy you a swimming 101 book as your end of the year prize. So out strong in the fly, it looks like lane 3.
Yeah.
Lane 4 is close behind her.
It'll be Molly S. from Berlin.
Lane 4 looks like she's from Conard.
Yeah, and that's Jane H. from Conard right behind her. It looks like anyone's guess there, maybe lane 7, Paige K. from Berlin. Into the backstroke now.
Now they're on to the back step.
Lane 3 looks, Molly looks still strong at the back. Holding that lead. Jane H. right behind her, maybe touching up a little ground.
Yeah, could be. And the turns are important.
And here comes the big important third leg and breaststroke.
According to me, not everyone, but I would say most swimmers agree. So it looks like lane 4 is catching up a little bit.
Yeah, that'd be
in the
Jane H.
breaststroke.
from Conard, maybe overtaking Molly S. from Berlin.
Yeah, she touched the wall first. So this is one of those races you never know. So right now in the lead is lane 4 for Conard. It looks like her time at the 150 mark is a very good time, so she'll be going for her best time here in lane 4. lane 6 is Thoy T from Southington. First place is Jane Harhay of Conard, time 2:27.93, and she shaved about 5 seconds off her time there.
Wow.
Second place was Molly S. of Berlin. Third place was Erin A. of Newington. Fourth place was Mia K. of Southington. And fifth place would be lane 8 of D. But lane 5 is not registering, so that could be unofficial and incorrect, and I apologize if it is. That brings us to heat 3 of 3, the girls 200 IM. Kyra N. of Southington, lane 1. Gwen B. of Hall, lane 2. Julia S. of Hall, lane 3. Ella N. of Southington, lane 4. Jenny L. of Farmington, lane 5. Catherine M. of Hall, lane 6. Callie D. of Hall, lane 7. And Irene C. of Farmington, lane 8. And again, ladies and gentlemen, it's heat 3 of 3 of event 3 of the girls 200 IM. So out strong are some of the flyers that we know here in town.
Really close.
And in lane 4 is our flyer from Southington, Ella N.
Lane 7.
And lane 7, Callie D. of Hall. And not far behind them is lane 3, Julia S. All butterflyers. They're all in the backstroke, kicking in strong. It's anyone's race, but out strong so far is lane 4, Ella N. And she's of Southington. And in second, it looks like Julia S. is coming in a touch ahead of lane 7, which is Callie D. And now it's the breaststroke, and anything can happen.
You can hear the breaststroke chant.
The breaststroke chant, because you can cheer as they breathe on their way in to the wall. And it looks like Ella N. of Southington has this pretty solidly. She's way out in front.
Yeah.
And she's in with a time of 2:16, and I think it's pretty safe to say she'll be coming out with the best time, Neil. Would you agree?
Absolutely. And it certainly is loud in here.
The kids are having a good time cheering each other on.
Wow,
What a nice race. She went at 2:12.68, shaved off about 4 seconds, 3.5 seconds from her previous time written here on the paper. And in second place was lane 5, Jenny L. Third place was Catherine M. for Hall. And in fourth place was Julia S. for Hall. And in fifth place was Callie D. for Hall. And in sixth place was Julia S. for Hall. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Gwen B. for Hall got fourth place, and in sixth place was Julia S. And in eighth place was Kyra N. for Southington. And that brings us to the 50-yard free, which we have 3 swimmers in our first heat.
And there's going to be a total of 8, so we have to really keep up with this. Lane 3 from Berlin, Olivia M. Lane 4 from Southington, Gertza E. Lane 5 from Berlin, Daphne S. But these are going to go quick. And again, 8 heats. Very close between 4 and 5 now.
Yep, Jenna B swimming real hard in lane 4.
That was, yeah, Jenna E.
And here comes Catherine. Oh no. No,
Yeah.
Olivia. Olivia M.
In
It's
lane
a-
3.
it's-
So in first place was lane 4,
First-
Dursa E. Second place, lane 5, Daphne S. And in third place, Olivia M. So heat 2 from Berlin in lane 1, Allie Chase. Lauren S. from Southington. From Berlin, Julia K. From Newington, Megan K. From Conard, Rachel G. From Newington, Sydney B. And and that's lane 6. Lane 7 from Newington is Amy K.
Forget it.
Looks like lane 5, Rachel G. from Conard has a good lead here, followed by lane 6 and 7. Sydney B. and Amy K. both from Newington. And Rachel G. came in first with a time of 33.81. Second place, time of 36.95 was lane 6. Sydney B, and in third place in lane 7 was Amy K from Newington. In the next heat from Newington, lane 1.
Can you do it?
Yeah, you want to do it?
Sure. Okay, heat 3 of 8. Lane 1 is Natalia J. of Newington. Lane 2 is Bella C. of Southington. Lane 3, Adriana C. of Berlin. Lane 4, Marina C. of Southington. Lane 5, Avery R. of Conard. Lane 6, Daisy B. of Conard. Lane 7, Quinn M. of Conard. And lane 8 is Sophia M. of Conard. This is heat 3 of 8 of the event number 4, the 50 free. Out strong after the first lap, it looks like lane 5, Avery R. of Conard. And close with her is also lane 3 of Berlin, Adriana C. And Adriana C. touches the wall first in lane 3.
In heat 4, lane 1 from Hall, Jara T. In lane 2 from Southington, Sam S. Lane 3 from Hall, Kaj S. Lane 4 from Conard, Brenna M. Lane 5 from Farmington, Ria K. Lane 6 from Hall, Gabby F. Lane 7 from Southington, Mia S. And lane 8 from Berlin, Ava C. Again, heat 4 of 8, 53.
This is a tight one, where you got to do a pretty fast start, turn, and just get right into your race.
That is it. Accelerate into the turn. Starts, turns, and finishes on these.
You ever see the college kids? They swim it with no breathing.
No breathing.
It's amazing.
It is absolutely amazing. Looks like lane 4 here, and second is anyone's guess. Lane 4 came in first with a 31.61, and that was Brenna M. And in second place was lane 3, was Kaj from Hall, and in third place was lane 6, Gabby F. from Hall. So heat 5 is Sadie M. in lane 1 from Southington. Lane 2, Chloe N. from Farmington. Lane 3, Amelia M. from Newington. Lane 4, Kate H. from Hall. Lane 5, Jenna W. from Hall. Lane 6, Emma N. from Berlin. Lane 7, Katie C. from Hall. And lane 8, Samantha F. from Berlin. God, this is a tight one. I can't tell at all. Maybe lane 4.
Yeah, looks like lane 4.
Looks like 4 came in
4,
first.
just under 30 seconds for lane 4. 29:49, a half a second under, not just under. And it looks like that's the best time for Katie Ellie of Hall. Second place was Amelia M. And third place was lane 5, Jenna W. of Hall. And it looks like they all hit some personal bests. We are now at heat 6 of 8, Jessica J. for Farmington lane 1, Addie S. for Berlin lane 2, Stacy S. for Newington lane 3, Sophia P. for Conard lane 4, Laura H. for Farmington lane 5, Gabby U. for Farmington lane 6, Fiona P. for Hall lane 7, and Mackenzie C. for Farmington lane 8, heat 6 of 8. This looks like a tight one if you're watching online there. You got lane 6 and lane 4 look pretty neck to neck. And it looks like lane 4 came out on top with a 27.87. And second place
Lane 6.
was lane 6, which was Gabby U for Farmington, and first place was Sophia P for Conard, and third place was Stacy S for Newington. Brings us to heat 7 of 8.
And in lane 1 from Newington is Christine N. In lane 2 from Farmington, Sophia L. Lane 3 from Hall, Hannah G. Lane 4 from Farmington, Julia W. Lane 5 from Conard, Aspen R. Lane 6 from Southington, Reagan S. Lane 7 from Hall, Jane G. And lane 8 from Farmington, Abigail B. Looks like lane 5 here. Lane 5 in first with a 25.84 Aspen R. And in second place, lane 4, Julia W. from Farmington. And in third place, lane 6, Reagan S. from Southington. And the final heat, lane 1 from Berlin is Bailey B. Lane 2, Cecilia W. from Conard. Lane 3 from Hall, Allie B. Lane 4 from Farmington, Jane R. Lane 5 from Conard, Sophia L. Lane 6 from Southington, Alexis S. Lane 7 from Conard, Tess S. And lane 8 from Conard, Claire D. These kids look fast. And it looks like lane 4, Jane R. from Farmington came in with a time of 25.08, which is definitely the best time for her. And in second place, lane 1, Bailey B. from Berlin. And in third place, lane 5, Sophia L. from Conard. Congratulations.
Great swimming on those 50 freers. A lot of real good times.
Yeah, great times.
And I think kids are making a lot of state cuts, so it's great to see. I don't think we had this meet last year, did we? Or, yeah.
I think we actually did. So the next well, I guess everyone's meet is different. The LL is a week from Saturday.
Yes, and I'm not sure when the L
other
is.
meets are. But I would imagine they're probably all falling on possibly the same day.
Yeah, and now we can take a breather, Neil. I believe there's a little bit of a break right now because usually there's diving.
Right.
But we do not have diving.
And this is a championship meet, so they're not keeping team scores, are they? Or are they?
I do believe they do take team scores.
So they go over
But
to the
I
table
don't
and-
quite understand the way the whole system works because there's some leagues that this meet determines whether you're the champion or not. And in our league, we already determined who was our CC West champion, which is a shout out to the Hall girls. They won the CC West. So it's a dual meet schedule. So I guess every league does it a little differently in our state. And then we all come to states and we do it the same way.
Right. Interesting.
Yes. So now they're going to have a nice little warm up.
Warm down, warm up, depending on what you swam and when you swam.
We're going to turn you off and we'll be back on when we're ready to announce more names.
Perfect.
could have your attention, I believe the top six finishes from diving that was held yesterday in Newington. In sixth place from Newington was Shannon Gray with a score of 171.1.
Sharon Gray.
So we're getting the results from the diving yesterday. Sharon Gray from Newington.
These are six dive scores, by the way. In fourth place, from Southington was Kelsey Salerno, 173.70.
The Blue Knights.
Fourth
In
place
third
was Blue
place,
Knights.
from Conard, Rachel Giroux, 193.70. In second place, from Conard, Gabrielle Election, 215. And in first place from Conard, Allison Colbert with a score of 263.05.
Conard's got a good dive team.
In sixth place, Berlin, 23. In fifth place, Newington, 43. In fourth place, Southington, 98. In third place, Hull, 108. In seventh place, Farmington, 112. And in first place, Conard, 130.
And that was the score after what?
The 50 freeze,
After
right?
the 50 free.
All right, now we're coming up to the one fly.
Yeah, so and that includes diving. So if you're,
Oh,
so that's all the scores together. So the diving and the swimming are together.
I see.
So here we are, resuming our position here as commentators. And we are on to event 6, the women 100-yard butterfly. And there is 4 heats of this. So in event 6, heat 1 of 4, lane 3 is Lake P of Conard. Jody H will be in lane 4 for Newington. Sealand B for Berlin. And Bogna P for Southington. And just for you all at home, that means the girls Blue Knights Swim and Dive, the GBKSD, is also known as Southington Swim Girls. So that was a little trivia for me, and I failed.
Yeah.
How about you? Did you have any idea?
I had no idea. I thought it was a typo.
We knew it was Southington, but it's the girls Blue Knight Swim and Dive. So
Now we know.
now we know. We
They didn't want to just put SOUTH
I guess
like all the other ones are just the
Yeah.
first.
I guess this is what they use for Meat Mobile. That would be my guess.
And unfortunately, this meet isn't on meet.
It is not on Meat Mobile. And we will have to stand up here. We will not see what's going on. Here, I'll pass that over to you. Tough job. I'll do 1 and 2. You can do 3 and 4. And here we are. The first leg of the girls 100-yard fly, heat 1.
Hey, Jen, come on. You've been working really well.
Looks like lane 4 is out strong. And that's our swimmer from Newington, Jody H. Those that are turning in, this is event 6, the women 100-yard butterfly, heat 1 of 4. These girls have 2 more laps to go. It's a lot of energy in the air here at Cornerstone.
This is building up again, that's for sure.
This is a tough race.
Yes, it is.
It's a tough stroke
It's
to do 4 laps
stroke.
of, yeah. races. All these girls have worked hard all year, trying to get some best times, and actually have a lot of fun. And in first place there was lane 3 of Conard. She went out, she dropped about 5 seconds off of her time here on the paper. Newington, or Jody H. got second. Sealand B of Berlin got third, and Bogna P of our girls blue night swim and dive got fourth. Heat 2 of 4. Lidiana N for Conard, Thea D for Newington, Kate Harker for Hall, Gabrielle M for Farmington, lane 4, Addison S for Berlin, lane 5, Emma N for Berlin, lane 6, Lexi D for Hall, lane 7, and Antonia G for Southington, lane 8. Looks like lane 4 is out real strong for our heat 2 of 4 of the girls 100 fly. Gabrielle M of Farmington. Coming close.
Just under 31 seconds now.
Yep, coming close behind her is Kate Harker of Hall. And they're fighting for it a little bit. Kids are all yelling in the area. 1, 2, and 3 are coming close to the finish. And in first place was lane 4, 107.88, Gabriella M. And in second place, Kate Harker is a 111.70. And in third place was Addison S. of Berlin with a 112.72. And those are all personal bests for those girls. Fourth was Lexi D of Hall, and fifth was Thea D of Newington. And that leads us to heat 3 of 4.
And in lane 1 from Conard, Rachel M. Lane 2 from Berlin, Molly S. Lane 3 from Farmington, Alexandra U. Lane 4 from Southington, Emma J. Lane 5 from Farmington, Jenny L. Lane 6 from Southington, Kyra N. Lane 7 from Hall, Ziggy E. And lane 8 from Farmington, Abigail B. Oh, I got them all in before they started.
Good job.
So it looks like lane 3 is in the lead, which is Alexandra Yu from Farmington. And lane 8 too. Abigail B from Farmington also is out there in front. Also lane 4, Megan T from Hall. Finish. Lane 3 with a 104.28 was Alexandra Yu from Farmington, and in second place with a time of 105 was lane 4. Did I get that wrong? Jenny L.
And third place is lane 8.
Yeah. And in third place was lane 8, Abigail B. heat 4 of 4. Lane 1 from Conard, Maggie M. Lane 2 from Conard, Ella S. Lane 3 from Hall, Julia S. Lane 4 from Hall, Megan T. Lane 5 from Farmington, Gabby W. Lane 6 from Hall, Mindy Z. Lane 7 from Farmington, Hannah S. And lane 8 from Farmington, Irene C. Split time 28:77. Wow, below 29. That's Megan T from Hall. Three other swimmers were below 30. Lane 2, Ella S. Lane 3, Julia S. And lane 5, Gabby W. Split time like that could come in under a minute. I think in first place was Megan T, but looked like not sure what happened there. Lane 5 was Gabby W from Farmington. And lane 2 in third place was Julia S.
28:77.
Yeah. It looks like she had a soft touch.
Oh, here we go. 1 minute point 2.
So yeah, Megan T came in with a time of 1 minute point 2. That's a little frustrating. She almost broke a minute. But best time there it looks like a best time according to this. 1 minute 94. So congratulations to those swimmers. And next we're going to be going to event number 7, women 100-yard freestyle. And in lane 1 from Berlin is Olivia M. Lane 2 from Berlin is Julia K. Lane 3 from Newington is Morgan K. Lane 4 from Southington is Alex L. Lane 5 from Newington, Sydney B. Lane 6 from Newington, Amy K. Lane 7 from Berlin, Daphne S. And lane 8 from Conard, Emily S. Again, 100 freestyle. And there will be 7 heats of the 100 free. Was that a soft touch, or was that a stroke?
It was a soft touch.
Soft touch.
Because initially it wasn't registered, and then it came and it was registered, or it could have been a technical issue.
Yeah. It looked like they got it straightened out at the end. So halfway through, it looks like lane 4, Alex L. from Southington is in the lead. Oh, and lane 8, Emily S. from Conard.
Sneaking in at the end. I love when you have that.
An outside lane.
Outside. We call it outside smoke.
Okay, so in first place was Alex L. from Southington. In second place, lane 8, Emily S. from Conard. And in third place was lane 5, Sydney B. from Newington. Next heat, 2 of 7.
2 of 7. Didn't we just do that? Oh. Heat 2 of 7 is Quinn M. of Conard, lane 1, Lauren V. of Newington, lane 2, Daisy B. of Conard, lane 3, Gabriella R. of Farmington, lane 4, Anna B. of Newington, lane 5, Gabby F. of Hall, lane 6. Jenna P. is lane 7 from Southington, and Natalia J is lane 8 at Newington. This is lane 2 of 7 of the girls 100-yard free. And they're all pretty tight-knit in there. Maybe a little edge, I'd say, is lane 4 right now, which is our Gabriella R of Farmington. But also lane 6 is coming in strong, is our Gabby F of Hall.
Looks like 6 has got it.
And at the 50, 6 is in first place. Kicking in strong still is lane 6. And that's our Gabby F of Hall. Some of these girls in the water have been swimming a long time in their life, and there's others who may have joined swim team in high school.
Right.
So you have a range of talent, and it's wonderful to watch because all that talent becomes one big family.
That's for sure.
And so first place was lane 6 in heat 2 of 7, and that's Gabby Foster of Hall. Second place was Anna B of Newington. Third place is Lauren V of Newington. Fourth place is Daisy B of Conard. And in 5th place is Quinn M of Conard. And that brings us to heat 3 of 7 of the girls 100-yard free. Kelly Y of Conard, lane 1. Adriana C of Berlin, lane 2. Tori H of Southington, lane 3. Chloe N of Farmington, lane 4. Ray K of Farmington, lane 5. Catherine S of Farmington, lane 6. Juliana D of Southington, lane 7. And Amelia D of Southington, lane 8. This is another sprint event where you want to give it your all from the get-go for the most part, but not your all that you can't do your last 50.
Right.
But the girls train for it, so they're ready, and they can swim it hard the whole race. And right now, in our front of the pool is lane 3, and that's Tori H of Southington.
Got a very smooth stroke. Looks like she may be a long-distance swimmer who learned how to sprint.
Yes, could be.
Very smooth.
And then the rest of them are like in a pack, lane 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Could be anyone.
Touching the wall first is lane 3, a 107.00. And that's a big time drop for Tori Harrington of Southington. Second place
This is lane 6.
is Catherine Siegel of Farmington. Third place
Lane 4.
is Chloe Nightingale. And fourth place is Juliana Darling of Southington. And in 5th place, lane 5, is Rhea K of Farmington. And that brings us to heat 4 of 7.
And in lane 1 from Conard is Denista P. Lane 2 from Farmington, Adriana G. Lane 3 from Hall, Katie C. Lane 4 from Farmington, Jessica J. Lane 5 from Farmington, Mackenzie C. Lane 6 from Southington, Jill C. Lane 7 from Berlin, Lara H. And lane 8 from Southington, Alex B.
And you got it in before the beeper.
I did.
Look at that.
And they're off.
And this would be our last meet with Conard of the year, Neil, because they're in a different class than we are.
Interesting. So I did see some swimmers, you were talking about it becoming one big community and one big family. Different swimmers from different schools high-fiving each other after they get a best time in one of the events. So it's so nice to see the camaraderie and the sportsmanship.
Agreed. There's some swimmers that train together all year round except for high school because they're on different high schools.
Right.
So it's nice to see.
It looks like lane 5 here. Mackenzie C. from Farmington has a lead. Second place could be anyone in lane 2, 3, or 4. So lane 2 takes second place, and that's Adriana G. from Farmington. And in third place was lane 3, Katie C. from Hall.
In fourth place, lane 4.
Jessica J. from
And
Farmington.
lane 6 is fifth.
And in fifth place was lane 6, Jill C. from Southington. And the next heat is heat 5 of 7.
Heat 5 of 7, and here we go. Jessica V. from Hall, lane 1. Stacy S. from Newington, lane 2. Julia D. from Southington, lane 3. Erin A. from Newington, lane 4. Sophia P. from Conard, lane 5. Fiona P. from Hall, lane 6. Gabby U. from Farmington, lane 7. And our captain, Jenna W. from Hall, lane 8. And here we are, heat 5 of 7. And looks like out in front, swimming it hard into the wall, is lane 5 for the 50. A split just under 29. Close behind her is lane 4. And lane 1 is swimming strong coming up. That outside smoke lane a little bit.
Looks like lane 5.
And lane 5 is going to be touching the wall first. Close behind her is lane 4.
Lane 1 and 3rd.
And lane 1 is 3rd. And so the winner of that was lane 5, Sophia P. of Conard. Second place was Erin A. of Newington. Third place was Jessica V. of Hall. Fourth place was Erin A. of Newington. And fifth place was Gabby U. of Farmington. And that brings us to heat 6 of 7.
And in lane 1 is Julia R. from Newington. Lane 2, Alexis S. from Southington. Lane 3 from Berlin, Bailey B. Lane 4 from Conard, Aspen R. Lane 5 from Farmington, Julia W. Lane 6 from Hall, Bella G. Lane 7 from Newington, Christine M. And lane 8 from Hall, Jane G. This is very close. Wow. Looks like lane 4 followed by lane 3.
Lane 4 was at the wall at the 50, Aspen R of Conard. And it's a And lane 5 is coming up strong is Julia W. of Farmington. And the winner of the heat 6 of 7 is Aspen Rosner of Conard is in lane 4. And second is Julia W. of Farmington. And then third is Bailey B. of Berlin. And then fourth is Bella G. of Hall. And fifth is Alexis Strong of Southington. And that brings us to heat 7 of 7. And lane 1 is Jane Harhay. And lane 2 is Julia L. of Southington. Lane 3 is Kate C. of Farmington. 4 is Jackie Fox of Hall. 5 is Allie Booth of Hall. 6 is Liv Sherry of Conard. 7 is the Hannah Gainey of Hall. And 8 is Cecilia William of Conard. So there's quite a bit of Hall and Conard in this heat, which is our crosstown rivals. So kind of fun. Going out strong. Coming in at the 50 mark. Looks looks like lane 4 has a little bit of the edge. And that is Jackie Fox of Hall with a split of 26.49, followed by a 26.91 in lane 3. First place was Jackie, 55.18. And in second place is lane 2, Julia L. of Southington. And third place was Kate C. of Farmington. And fourth place was Liv S. of Conard. And fifth place is Allie Booth of Hall. And that finishes out the girls 100 free. And we're on to the women 500 free, which we have 2 heats of this 20 lap event. And here's Neil to let you know our people.
So in lane 1 from Conard, Jane H. Lane 2, pardon me, I take that back. Lane 1 from Farmington, Cecilia H. Lane 2 from Newington, Avery A. Lane 3 from Conard, Emma O. Lane 4 from Southington, Ruth A. Lane 5 from Newington, Sophia N. Lane 6 from Berlin, Olivia M. Lane 7 from Newington, Colleen W. And lane 8 from Newington, Sarah S. So we have 20 laps, a true distance swim. So this is the longest distance that high school swimmers do, but in their club sport, their club teams, they'll do they do 800ths and a mile?
A mile, 66 laps.
66 laps.
Their longest race.
I don't know about that.
And in college, they only do that at like championship meets. And mostly in their dual meets, they swim 1,000.
Oh.
Which is 40 laps.
Little shorter.
Little shorter.
I would imagine there's a different, for those swimmers who are so tuned in, there's probably a little bit a different strategy for 1,000 than the mile, do you think? Or?
Oh yeah, definitely. And also, I think they train different. You know, you're not going to train a sprinter the same as you would a distance girl.
Right.
And I know I've seen lots of distance groups over the years, and they're a tight-knit group because I think they get a pretty hard workout. So they have to really like kind of lean on each other.
I could imagine.
To get through it some days.
I could imagine.
It's probably like compared to like the defensive ends of football. Right? The tough one.
I would imagine, yeah.
Ones that get knocked down all the time versus a kicker. I don't know. Is that the right analogy? I'm not a football person. You're more.
I don't know, but defensive ends are definitely tough. They have to establish the edge.
Yeah.
So it's a tough position.
Anyhow, back to the ranch here. How are we doing here? So out in front is lane 3, it looks like. And
That
close
would be
behind-
Emma O. from Conard.
And close behind there is lane 5.
And that is Sophia N. from Newington. It looks like Sophia N. from Newington may be challenging Emma O. from Conard in this next lap or two. And here, this is where you notice some of the swimmers are better at underwaters or longer at underwaters, but then slower during their stroke. And it can be evenly matched for the whole lap, although one swimmer gets the lead and then loses it with their other part of the stroke.
Yes, I
The
agree.
underwater, yeah. Interesting how that happens.
Well, you're doing 19 turns. So if you can get some speed
Right.
off your turns,
Right.
it really is such an advantage. It's also what I've learned from having a gymnast who now is a swimmer, who is now a distance swimmer in college. It's a speed of a turn.
Right. Well, I would imagine even if you drop, if it's 19 turns, even if you just drop 0.05 of a second in your turn, that's nearly a second.
Right?
Amazing.
Good math there.
Yeah. Well, 20 nickels in a dollar, right?
So we saw our official waiting, so we must be coming close to the end of our race. I think we have 100 to go, maybe, or 150. I kind of lost track and I can't see the numbers, so I apologize to
That's all
our
right.
viewers.
They'll ring the bell, right?
Let's see what number she
15?
Yeah. So I think she has, our leaders have 100 to go.
It looks like lane 5 may have taken the lead. And that is
Yeah, lane 5
Sophia
is out.
N.
Lane 5 is out.
Oh,
in
it's
front,
close.
But not by much.
Yeah, lane 3, Emma O. And in
depends
third
on-
place, it looks like lane 1, Cecilia H. from Farmington. Maybe in fourth place would be lane
It's hard
4,
to say.
Ruth. Well, we'll see. And we should be hearing the bell soon, no?
Yeah, the bell is about to be rung, I believe, and that will tell you that there is a 50 yards to go. There he is.
There's the bell. Now, as a former swimmer, can you actually hear that bell?
Depends the bell. Probably
enough.
that bell? No. But there are some bells that are like a big loud cowbell, and yes, you can hear those.
I imagine it gets you psyched up for that final 50.
When you're really watching your numbers,
Looks like Sophia N. All right.
oh wow, that was a close one.
So with a time of 6:09.9, Sophia N. From Newington in first, and second place was lane 3, Emma O. from Conard. And third place, lane 4, was Ruth A. from Southington. And fourth place, lane 6, Olivia M. from Berlin.
And then fifth place is lane 2.
And in fifth is lane 2, Avery A. from Newington. Sixth place is Colleen W. Colleen W. from Newington. And in lane 1, coming in seventh place, from Farmington is Cecilia H. And
That's
Sarah
it.
S. from Newington finishing it up. So next heat, lane 1 from Southington, Reagan S. Lane 2 from Southington, Kendall N. Lane 3 from Conard, Tess S. Lane 4 from Southington, Ella N. Lane 5 from Hall, Molly N. Lane 6 from Hall, Miriam Y. Lane 7 from Farmington, Aaron H. And lane 8, Kate H. from Hall. And congratulations to the swimmers in the last heat there.
discipline too. You know, some swimmers do wonderful going out real strong and can hold it, and others are builders.
Right.
And they just have to let the other swimmer go, and then they try to catch up. So
Right.
there's a lot of discipline involved in this race. Now, at our 100 mark, it looks pretty close between three lanes. Lane 3, it looks like is Liv Sherry. Is that who that is? Tess Sherry, excuse me. Lane 4, Ella N for Southington, and lane 5, Molly N for Hall. Are all pretty close there. You got lane.
So if you're a builder when you're swimming and you're building your speed over each lap, do you count strokes that have like one less stroke by the near the end compared to the beginning?
I don't know the answer to that. I think when you have a stroke count, it's a stroke count for all your laps.
Right.
But I really don't know the answer to that. That would be a question for one of the 500 swimmers.
There you go.
Maybe we can interview them at one of our
I don't know. Maybe I'm
one
just
of our announcing gigs.
yes. We'll have in-depth interviews with 500 swimmers about their swimming style.
So right now at the 200 mark, in the first place is lane 4, which is Ella N of Southington, and in 5th place, and in 2nd place right behind her is Molly N of Hall.
Yeah, they're right next to each other.
They're right next. They look like they're pacing each other. I've also seen in this race where people sit back a little bit and they draft off you. So you're kind of getting a little power from their kick and and you draft, but it's tricky to do that.
I would imagine.
But I've seen it. I've seen it at nationals. I've seen it in a couple college meets. There's no drafting going on right now. And anyway, so at our 300 mark, it's a tight race between lane 4 and 5, and lane 4 is still in the lead by less than a second. And that is our Ella N of Southington, and close behind her is our Molly N of Hall. And in 3rd place looks like Tess S of Conard. And in 4th place is Kendall N of Southington. And these are just where they are placed right now in the water. This is not necessarily
Where they'll finish.
where they finish. It's nice when you get to swim with someone who's pacing you too. Gives you a little challenge. So we're approaching the 400 mark. And right now in first place, and that is Ella N of Southington, and in 2nd place is Molly N of Hall, and in 3rd place, still holding her place, is Tess S of Connor, but coming up strong is lane 2, and that's Kendall N of Southington. Here we go, 50 to go. 50 to go.
This swimmer's got to be digging deep at this point, I would imagine.
But what I will tell you is they are going to be posting some really nice best times here. Because they're in with 30s, 5:30, 5:31, and I think they're going to be way under that. And here we go.
There you go, 5:19.
So the winner was a 5:19 in lane 4 from Southington, Ella Nadu. And in 2nd place was Molly N of Hall, the time of 5:21.29. And in 3rd place is lane 2, Kendall Noonan for Southington. 4th place was Tess Sherry. And in 5th place was Erin Hogan. And in 6th place was Reagan Sampson of Southington. And in 7th place was Miriam Yoel of Hall. And in 8th place is Kate Healy of Hall. And that wraps up the 500-yard freestyle. And now we are on to our 200-yard free relay.
And
We have a break.
if we thought that was loud, I'm not sure if there's going to be a break. It looks like there's there looks like there's swimmers over there.
They're lining up. Oh, you better get going.
Okay, so there's no one in lane 1 or 2. So lane 3 from Southington, it's going to be Bella C, followed by Gersa E, then Lauren S, and Mina S. Lane 4 from Conard, Emily S, then Sophia M, then Lake P, and then Daisy B. Lane 5, Newington, Amy K, followed by Gabby W, then Morgan K, followed by Sydney B. And then from Berlin, first swimmer will be Olivia M, followed by Kaylin B, then Daphne S, followed by Julia K. And no one will be in 7 or 8. Again, 200 freestyle relay. And this is where the kids usually start screaming like crazy.
They love the relays. Relays are fun.
Yeah.
What makes it like an individual sport and then a team sport. The relays, encourage that team camaraderie.
So each swimmer is just doing 50 yards, just down and back, and the next swimmer is in the water. So it looks like maybe lane 3 may have the lead there, which is Southington, Bella C, followed by Emily S from Conard, and then Amy K from Newington, and Olivia M from Berlin. And next set of swimmers that are in the water, lane 3, Gersa E, lane 4, Sophia M, lane 5, Gabby W, and lane 6, Kaylin B from Berlin. It looks like lane 3 again is in the lead, which puts Lauren S, Lake P from Conard in the water. And then in second place, it looked like lane 3, Lauren S. And then in third, in lane 5, was Megan K from Newington. And Daphne Smith for Berlin in lane 6. And here we go with the final in lane 3. Now, lane 4 from Conard is Daisy B, pardon me. Followed by lane 5, Newington, Sydney B. And then lane 3 from Southington, Mina S. And in lane 6, Berlin, Julia K. Not sure if I'm going to be able to do that when we have all 8 lanes.
It's too quick. It's a 50, so it's so fast.
Yeah, I think that'll be hard to do. So second heat in lane 1 will be Newington, Shannon G, followed by Natalia J, then Cassie B, followed by Sarah S. In lane 2, Hall, Gabby F to start, followed by Yaren K, then Julie L, followed by Katie C. Lane 3, Berlin. Paige K, followed by Emma N. Then Samantha F, followed by Olivia M. Lane 4, Farmington. Ishida U, followed by Aaron H, followed by Jessica J, followed by Gabby U. Lane 5, Hall, Jenna W to start, followed by Fiona P. Then Lexi D, followed by Kate H. Lane 6, Conard, Emma O, followed by Lydiana N. Then Rachel G, followed by Brianna M. Lane 7 from Farmington, Gabriella R, followed by Cassia H. Then Chloe N, followed by Adriana G. Lane 8, Southington, Alex B, followed by Marina C, followed by Jenna P, and then Antonia G. And it looks like lane 3 is in the lead, which is Farmington. And I believe that's the second swimmer, Erin Hogan. Is that the second swimmer, or is that still the first swimmer? That's now the third swimmer's in the water, which would be Jessica J in lane 4. Lane 5, closely behind, would be Lexi D for Hall. And lane 6, looks like Conard's right there with them, and that would be Rachel G. Final swimmer in the water for Farmington, Gabby U. And then Hall will be Kate H. And Conard will have Brianna M. And it looks like that's the way they're going to come in. Lane 1. Yeah, lane 4 came in first. Farmington with a time 1:57.03, followed by lane 5. Hall with a time of 2:01.55, and in third place with a time of 2:04.94 was Conard. And in fifth place was lane 2 with a time of 2:12.02, and that was also Hall. Okay, and moving on to the final heat, we have lane 1 from Southington, Ty T, followed by Julia D, then Jill C, followed by Ruth A. Lane 2, Conard, Sophia P, followed by Claire D, then Jane H, followed by Aspen R. Lane 3, Conard, Sophia L, followed by Liv S, then Cecilia W, followed by Tess S. Lane 4, Hall, Allie B, followed by Hannah G, then Julia S, followed by Jackie F. Lane 5, Southington, Julis L, followed by Alexis S, then Kendall N, followed by Ella N. Lane 6, Farmington, Irene C, followed by Julia W, then Jenny L, followed by Kate C. Lane 7, Hall, Gwen B, followed by Bella G, then Jane G, followed by Miriam Y. And lane 8, Newington, Stacy S, followed by Avery A, then Amelia M, followed by Sophia N. And it looks like who's in the lead there, Karen? Oh, it's close.
First place looks like lane 5 right now, and the close behind them is lane 4. So lane 5 is Conard. No, lane 5 is
Lane 5 is Southington.
Southington, and close behind them is Hall and Conard.
And it looks like the last swimmer is going in the water already. So that would be Jackie F for Hall in lane 4. Ella N in lane 5, and in third place maybe lane 3, which is Conard, and that would be Tess S. And the final comes in lane 4. No, lane 5 came in first with a time of 1:44.41, and that's the team of Julia L, Alexis S, Kendall N, and Ella N. In second place was Hall with a time of 1:44.94, and that was Allie B, Hannah G, Julia S, and Jackie F. And in third place was lane 3 from Conard, Sophia L, Liv S, Cecilia W, and Tess S. Okay, we'll go into the next, which is the 100 backstroke, and there will be no swimmers in lane 1, 2, 7, and 8. And here's Karen to do
Give me over.
the introduction. And congratulations to all those swimmers in the relay. That was
Yeah, the exciting relays. And now we're on to event 10, the women's 100-yard backstroke. In lane 3 is Eva C. of Berlin. Lane 4 is Amelia R. of Conard. Lane 5 is Anna B. of Newington. And lane 6 is Lauren B. of Newington. And there is 4 heats of this, and this is 1 of 4. Yeah, those relays were quite exciting. A lot of
reading names.
A lot of girls were cheering on, and a very tight race between a few teams there. Fun for the kids.
Absolutely. The relays always get them fired up.
So winning here for our girls 100 back heat 1 is lane 5. It looks like is coming in strong. And lane 4 is really close with them. It's almost stroke to stroke. And the winner was lane 4, 1:24.87. And that is Amelia R. of Conard. In second place it was Anna B. of Newington. Third place was Eva C. of Berlin. And fourth was Lauren V. of Newington. That brings us to heat 2 of 4 of the women's 100-yard backstroke event 10. Lane 1 is Alexandra K. of Farmington. Lane 2 is Sarah Flynn of Southington. Lane 3 is Jessica V. of Hall. Lane 4 is Laura H. of Berlin. Lane 5 is Kate Harker of Hall. Lane 6 is Tori H. of Southington. Lane 7 is Abby D. of Berlin. And lane 8 is Cadence D. of Conard. And the girls are off. And this is heat 2 of 4.
The only stroke that you can breathe as much as you'd like except for the turn.
Looks like out in front for her heat at the coming in and finishing the first 50 of the 100 is Kate Harker of Hall in lane 5. Still out in front is Kate Harker of Hall in lane 5. Coming in close behind her, it looks like lane 3 and lane 4. And lane 3 is Jessica B. of Hall, and 4 is Laura H. of Berlin. First place is Kate Harker with a time of 1:10.88. Dropped a lot of time there, 6 seconds in 100.
Lane 3.
And that was Kate Harker, lane 5. And second place is lane 3, Jessica V. of Hall. Third place is lane 1, Alexandra K. of Farmington. Fourth place is lane 4, Laura Hodis of Berlin. And fifth place is lane 7, Abby D. of Berlin. And I'm going to move on to heat 3 of 4 of the girls 100-yard backstroke.
And in lane 1 from Conard is Denisa P. Lane 2 from Berlin, Jenna B. Lane 3 from Conard, Rachel M. Lane 4 from Farmington, Hannah S. Lane 5 from Farmington, Gabriella M. Lane 6 from Conard, Megan J. Lane 7 from Farmington, Allison R. And lane 8 from Conard is Madeline M. This is looks like Hannah S. from Farmington came out with the lead, followed closely by lane 6 and 7, which was Megan J. and Allison R. Very tight. Lane 5 in there too is Gabriella M. from Farmington. Looks like Gabriella M. has a lead there, followed by lane 6, Megan J. from Conard. And looks like outside smoke. Yeah, so lane 1. In first place, lane 4 was, wait, no, wasn't it? Was I reading the wrong one? 4? 5. 5 came in first. No, 4 came in first.
4 came in first.
Okay,
according
so
to the board.
according to the board, Hannah S. Came in first from Farmington, followed by lane 6, Megan J. from Conard, and in third place was lane 5, Gabriella M. And the final heat.
The final heat of the girls 100-yard backstroke event 10. Heat 4-4. Lane 1 is Julia R. of Newington. Lane 2 is Callie D. of Hall. Lane 3 is Gabby W. of Farmington. Lane 4 is Jane R. of Farmington. Lane 5 is Mindy Z. of Hall. Lane 6 is Emma J. of Southington. Lane 7 is Molly N. of Hall. And lane 8 is Ziggy E. of Hall.
Cheering going on. Maybe
Yeah.
someone in this heat is trying to make a cut.
And it looks like at the 50 mark, out in front is Jane R. of Farmington. And coming, and behind her is lane 2, 3, 5. And 6. So they're very excited to Southington, so maybe that's a cut for one of their swimmers, which is great. First place there was a 101.07, and that was Jane R. of Farmington. Second place was Emma J. of Southington. Third place was Gabby W. of Farmington. Fourth place is Mindy Z. of Hall. And fifth place was lane 2, Callie D. of Hall. That was great swimming by all those girls. Now brings us on to event 11 of the 100-yard breaststroke, heat 1 of 3.
And in lane 1 from Newington is Gabby W. Lane 2 from Hall, Jara T. Lane 3 from Conard, Kelly Y. Lane 4 from Southington, Julianne D. Lane 5 from Berlin, Paige K. Lane 6 from Conard, Avery R. And lane 7 from Berlin, Kaylin B. 100 breast in the first of 3 heats. What?
There's no one in lane 4.
Yeah. Julianne D was a scratch in lane 4.
Yep.
Looks like lane 3. Kelly Y from Conard has the lead here, followed by lane 5. Paige K from Berlin. Looks like third place, lane 2, Jara T from Paul. Avery R from Conard just making the turn there in lane 6. And Gabby W from Newington making the turn, coming in on the final here. It was lane 5, Paige K from Berlin, followed by lane 3, Kelly Y from Conard. And in third place was lane 6, Avery R from Conard. And in fourth place, lane 2, from Hall, Jara T. Okay, the next heat we have, want to do this one?
Sure. Alyssa P from Hall in lane 1, and Laura H from Farmington in lane 2, Sadie M from Southington in lane 3, Thoy T, Southington lane 4, Claire D from Conard lane 5, Maggie M from Conard lane 6, Ashita U, Farmington lane 7, and Mia K is Southington lane 8, and this is heat 2 of 3 of the women's 100-yard breaststroke event 11. There's a little pause on deck. Officials are talking, not sure what's going on here. Could just be a delay because of technical issues, for all we know.
There we go.
Okay, so now we'll be up on heat 2 of 3 of the women 100-yard breaststroke event 11. So the girls are in the water here. Looks like we had a scratch in lane 3 and 4. Coming off the first wall. They're all pretty tight in there, but if I had to call it, I'd say it was probably lane 5. But they're all coming up strong. And touching the wall first at the 50 mark would be lane 2 with a split of 38-42. And that is our swimmer, Laura H. of Farmington. And this one's a tight one. They're all pretty close together. Breaststroke's fun because you can yell to them when they breathe, so they get to hear you. We think they hear us.
Right.
And here we go. Finishing the 100 is lane 2, time 1:20.90. And that would be our swimmer, Laura H. of Farmington. Lane 2 is second place is lane 5, Claire D. of Conard. Third place is Maggie M. of Conard. Fourth place is Alyssa P. of Hall. Fifth place is Mia K. of Southington. And sixth place is Ashita U. of Farmington. Heat 3 of 3, the girls 100 breast.
And then lane 1 from Farmington, Sophia L. Lane 2 from Conard, Ella S. Lane 3 from Hall, Gwen B. Lane 4 from Hall, Megan T. Lane 5 from Farmington, Alexandra U. Lane 6 from Hall, Catherine M. Lane 7 from Farmington, Catherine N. And lane 8 from Conard, Sophia L. Looks like lane 5, Alexander U with a slight lead over Megan T from Hall. And in third place, looks like it could be either lane 3 or lane 6. And that would be Gwen B or Catherine M, both of Hall. Coming into the final here. It's going to be lane 4 in first place, Megan T from Hall. In second place, Alexander U from Farmington. And in third place, in lane 3, Gwen By from Hall. And in fourth place, lane 6, Catherine M from Hall. And in fifth place, lane 7, Catherine N from Farmington. And in sixth place, lane 2, Ella S from Conard. And in, did I say seventh place? Lane 8, Sophia Lynch from Conard, and Sophia Lee from Farmington rounding it out. And congratulations to all those girls, and I think that finishes up the meet. Yes?
We are on to the 400-yard free relay. 400-yard free relay. Conard, lane 2 is relay D. Quinn M, Sophia M, Emily S, and Amelia R. And in lane 3 is Newington C relay. Anna B, Cassie B, Sarah S, Colleen W. Lane 4 is Southington D relay. Alex B, Amelia D, Sam S, and Bogna P. Lane 5 is Farmington D relay. Chloe N, Cassia H, Adriana G, and Mackenzie C. 6 is Farmington, the E relay. Alexandra K, Gabriella R, Catherine S, Ray K. And then 7 is the Newington D relay. Morgan K, Amy K, Lauren V, and Natalia J. And again, everyone, this is event 12, the last event, the women's 400-yard free relay. And we're just finishing the first swimmers. There'll be 4 swimmers in the water. And the first are finishing their swim. And after the first swimmer and the winner, in the first place position is lane 4. And that is our Southington D relay. Amelia is in the water now for Southington. And then lane 5, Cassia is in the water. And in lane 6, Gabriella is in the water for Farmington. And in lane 7, Amy K is in the water for Newington. Lane 2 right now is swimming is Sophia M for Conard. And in lane 3, it's Cassie B for Newington. And in the lead right now is lane 4, our Southington D relay. Followed second in behind them is Farmington D relay in lane 5 and a Farmington E relay in lane 6. They're all pretty close. There's 2 swimmers to go. Now we have our third swimmers diving in the water. And our third swimmer for lane 4 is Sam S. for Southington. And in lane 5 is Adriana G. for Farmington. And lane 6 is Catherine S. for Farmington. Lane 3, we got Sarah S. in the water for Newington. Emily S. is in lane 2 for Conard. And in lane 7 for Newington is Lauren V. And this has become a pretty tight race here between lane 4 and 5. They look like they're going stroke for stroke.
Yeah, they are.
And they got 1 swimmer left. Off the wall first, finishing her 100 in lane 5 was Adriana G. for Farmington. And now we have Mackenzie C. for Farmington in lane 5, leading the way down the pool. And coming in behind her is lane 4, and that would be Bagna P. for Southington. In lane 6, we have Ray K. in the water. Amelia R. for Conard just dove in, as well as Colleen W. in lane 3 for Newington, and Natalia J. for Newington in lane 7. And finishing for our first heat of 3 of the girls 400 free relay. Looks like lane 5 is going to be the winner, as they have about a half a lap lead in the pool. And touching lane 5, time of 4:40.30, and that was our Farmington D relay, and are comprised of Chloe N, Cassia H, Adriana G, and Mackenzie C. Second place was lane 4, which is our Southington D relay, Alex B, Amelia D, Sam S, and Bagna P. And third place was lane 6, and the board again is not correct. But third place is Alexandra K, Gabriella R, Catherine S, and Ray K. And that was a great job by all our swimmers. And now we're on to heat 2 of 3.
Right. And in lane 1 from Conard will be Lydiana N, followed by Dentista P, then Candace D, followed by Kelly Y. Lane 2 from Newington will be Amelia M, followed by Thea D, then Jody H, followed by Avery A. Lane 3 from Southington will be Kyra N, followed by Ruth A, then Julia D, followed by Mia K. Lane 4, Conard, Emma O, followed by Madeline M, then Maggie M, followed by Ella S. Lane 5, Farmington, Laura H, followed by Allison R, then Sophia L, followed by Abigail B. Lane 6, Southington, Reagan S, followed by Jill C, then Tori H, followed by Sarah F. Lane 7, Hall, Kate H, followed by Kate H. I guess it was bound to happen. Then Jessica V, followed by Kaj S. And lane 8, Berlin, Adriana C, followed by Abby D, then Jenna B, followed by Lara H. of Kate H followed by Kate X. You catch that? That would be Kate Harker and Kate Healy on lane 7. It looks like 6 or 2 is in the lead here. Maybe Southington? Is that still the first swimmer or second swimmer, right? 3 is in the lead. That would be Southington. And is that the third swimmer in the water now? Second swimmer in the water. And that would be Ruth A. And lane 4 looks like, no, lane 6 from Southington as well would be Jill C. And then lane 4 was Conard, and that's Madeline M. Lane 5 from Farmington, Allison R. Lane 7 is Hall. That would be Kate Harker. And then lane 1 from Conard, that's Denisa P. Lane 8, Berlin, Abby D. Looks like coming into the third swimmer, it's going to be lane 3, Southington, and Ruth A is going to pass it off to Julia D. And then in lane 6, again Southington, that's Tori H. And then lane 4 and 5, that's Conard, Maggie M. in 4. In lane 5, Farmington, Sophia L. Looks like the middle of the pool is getting close. Lane 5 is catching up with 6. Maybe lane 5 will be in second after this. Very tight. Farmington now, Sophia Lee getting a lead. Closing the gap on the leader, who's Julia D. from Southington. Now the anchor's in the water in lane 3, Mia K. The anchor's in the water in lane 5, and that's Abigail B. And in lane 4, the anchor's in the water, Ella S. Lane 1, the anchor's in the water, Kelly Y. Lane 8, the anchor is in the water, Laura H. What did I miss? Coming in on the final. Lane 5. Lane 5 comes in first place, which is Farmington, followed by Southington. Farmington comes in with a time of 4:14.06. Southington comes in with a time of 4:15.58. And then in third place in lane 4 was Conard with a time of 4:24.53. And we are going to start announcing the next swimmers in the last heat 3 of 3.
Yes, this brings us to heat 3 of 3, Newington A relays in lane 1, Sophia N, Erin A, Christine N, and Julia R. Lane 2 is Conard A relay, Jane H, Liv S, Megan J, and Rachel M. Lane 3 is Southington A relay, Emma J, Julia L, Kendall M, Ella N. Lane 4 is Hall A relay, Allie B, Julia S, Molly N, Callie D. Lane 5 is Hall's B relay, Hannah G, Ziggy E, Mindy Z, Miriam Y. Lane 6 is Farmington A relay, Jenny L, Gabby W, Kate C, J R. 7 is Farmington B relay, Hannah S, Gabriella M, Erin H, Alexandra U, and lane 8 is Berlin A relay, Molly S, Addison S, Olivia M, and Bailey B. And they are off. Our first swimmers are in the water. And it's a tight and exciting race here at Cornerstone in West Hartford. All the girls are pretty neck to neck.
These lead swimmers are really tight.
They went out in a 28 flat. Lane 4 and 5 is Hall A and B relay or competing there.
Less than a second and a half between the first and last swimmer in that first split.
And it looks like in first place after the first swimmer, lane 4 was Hall A, and lane 5 was Hall B, and lane 6 is Farmington A. And right now our second swimmer's in the water, so for Newington in lane 1 is Erin, lane 2 Conard is Liv, lane 3 for Southington is Julia, 4 for Hall is Julia Segura, lane 5 for Hall is Ziggy, lane 6 for Farmington is Gabby W, lane 7 for Farmington is Gabriella M, and lane 8 for Berlin is Addison S. And now they're finishing, the second leg swimmers are finishing their race. Looks like in the lead right now is Hannah is Hall, and that is lane 5. No, yep, is in the lead after the second swimmer. Our third swimmers who are in the water right now, in lane 1 is Christine N, and lane 2 for Conard is Megan J, 3 for Southington is Kendall N, 4 for Hall, Molly N, 5 for Hall is Mindy Z, 6 for Farmington is Kate C, 7 for Farmington is Erin H, and 8 for Berlin is Olivia M. Coming up strong is lane 6 for Farmington. That's Kate C in the water. They look like they are in the lead in the pool at this time. Lane 6 touched the wall first, right before the last swimmer, and then lane 3. And right now in the water is Julia R for Newington lane 1, Rachel M for Conard lane 2, Ella N for Southington lane 3, Callie D for Hall lane 4, Miriam Y for Hall lane 5, J R for Farmington lane 6, Alexandra U for Farmington lane 7, and Bailey B, Berlin lane 8. And it looks like lane 6 is slightly in the lead. But it's very tight swim between lane 3, Southington, Ella N. And the winner is Southington, Ella N.
Lane 3
came in first place. And in second place was J.R. Second place was Farmington A relay. First place was Southington A relay, lane 3. Third place was Hall A relay. Fourth place was Hall B relay. And fifth place was lane 2 Conard A relay. And sixth place was lane 7 Farmington B relay. And seventh place was lane 1, which is Newington A relay. And eighth place was Berlin A relay in lane 8. And that was an exciting swim by all our swimmers, and it completes our competition here at Cornerstone Aquatic in West Hartford, the CC West. And we will resume our job as announcers at Opens,
Right.
the very last meet of the high school season.
Which will be 2 weeks from this
2
Saturday.
weeks, and you may see us at the L States if we are available to help them with announcing as well.
Right.
But everyone, have a wonderful evening, and congratulations to all these great swimmers, hardworking kids, polite kids. I will tell you, we've been watching them all on deck,
Yep.
and great teammates. And we wish all the seniors well if this is their last meet, and if they're going on, we wish all the seniors and all the swimmers best of luck.
Absolutely. And we'd like to thank the coaches and, of course, the officials.
And our table.
And our table, yes, all the scorers over at the table.
We are signing off. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm not sure if they're announcing scores. Sixth place is Berlin. Fifth place is Newington. Fourth place is Southington. Third place is Conard. Second place was Farmington. And Hall of West Hartford was the winner of our meet. And everyone have a lovely night.